the Cleveland Brownies are doing it again. Potentially. So, lordy, Cleveland, you haven't learned the first time. So, right now, the rumor is the reason why Myles Garrett stayed with the Cleveland Brownies, not just because of money and getting paid a crap ton of money, which obviously helps out a lot, it's because of the fact that they are trading for Dak Prescott.
Get ready for this one. I got a pretty darn good source within the Browns organization. Couple. I heard since our last show that part of the reason Myles Garrett was so willing to sign this extension for contract, money. The Browns are negotiating as we speak with the Dallas Cowboys for a trade for Dak Prescott. And Garrett got all giddy about it. Why, I don't know. We're not going anywhere with Prescott, even if they pull it off. Newsom's part of it, and draft picks. Now, Prescott has a hamstring injury as we speak, and he may not be ready for the start of training camp. But this comes from a couple of different sources. And take it for what it's worth. If it does come about, remember where you heard it first.
Now, if you actually listen to Myles Garrett once he signed, they asked him, like, why did you stay? Do you know who the quarterback is moving forward? And
in all seriousness, do you know who the quarterback's going to be? I mean, do you have an idea?
After conversations, I do have an idea.
Okay. Do you like the idea?
I like it enough to be here smiling in front of you because I think we have a good chance of that happening and making the most out of it.
Can you tell us who it is, Myles?
You know I can't do that.
In all seriousness,
he kind of hinted at he knows the direction they're going, and that's the reason why he stayed. Obviously, it's money, let's be honest. But at the same time, he kind of seemed very happy with the quarterback moving forward that he would obviously have for the team, because he said he wants to win championships. He wants to win a Super Bowl, right? He wants to play for a contender. Well, he seemed very happy about the idea of what quarterback they're going for, but that made no sense. I mean, Kenny Pickett's not the guy. And who else is the guy? Aaron Rodgers? He's going to the Steelers most likely. So who else would he be so ecstatic for? Other than potentially the Browns making a huge trade. Myles Garrett obviously knows that Deshaun Watson's out for next year. So that's exactly what is proposed here, is that they're going to try to trade for Dak Prescott. Now, obviously, Dak Prescott's making $60 million a year. So adding that on to Deshaun Watson's contract, you're now paying an insane amount of money for two quarterbacks in the same year. Now, Dallas would obviously get a crap ton of draft picks, and there's also rumors that they would get Newsome as well. So you're talking about they're going to get the third overall pick. The second overall pick for Dallas. So Jerry Jones goes out there and he gets to trade, and get, whatever quarterback he wants. Obviously, it's probably going to end up being Sanders. Let's be honest. Deion Sanders' son going to Dallas. This almost makes perfect freaking sense in every way possible. The Browns, Dak Prescott, they get themselves a franchise quarterback moving forward. And then Dallas gets Sanders in the end. They get also a crap ton of other picks plus Newsome. And everyone is happy except for... remember Dak Prescott is hurt right now and recovering from a season-ending injury. And right now, he would maybe be ready for training camp if lucky. Maybe not. So now what we're talking about is you have to wait for him potentially to be healthy. You're creating all these draft picks for someone who isn't 100% healthy. And, it's almost the exact same situation when it comes to trade-wise as Deshaun Watson. They traded for Deshaun Watson when he was hurt. He didn't come back healthy. Blase. Obviously it never really worked out in the end. Now, the Browns do have a good enough roster where I feel like if they did get a good enough quarterback, a franchise quarterback, they could be a successful team. I mean, I would say successful as in like maybe a 9-8, 8-9 team right now. Obviously, there is still problems with the ownership. There's still problems with the front office for them. But they still have a great coach in Kevin Stefanski. They still have a great defensive coordinator, let's be honest. Like, they still have really good coaches outside of the ownership issues. So, is it possible? I mean, they're going to become a better team. That's 100% facts. They still have a pretty good receiving core. Obviously, they lost Nick Chubb, which is going to be a mess for them because they're going to have to replace Nick Chubb. But again, they're also giving up a haul of draft picks again for this Dak Prescott trade. So they're going to be giving up a crap ton of potential future players of this team for a quarterback. But again, the option B is to take Sanders at pick 2 and hope he works out. Again, based on what we understand from how Myles Garrett is reacting, he thinks they're going to do something big. Now, Dak Prescott does have a no trade clause, right? That's another thing. So, obviously, that pretty much just means that he has to okay the trade, which... Will he be okay with being traded to Cleveland? Man, that's going to be another question. But I'm sure after he saw what Myles Garrett just got paid, he'd probably be thinking, I can probably finesse my way out of some more money from Cleveland. So it's an interesting situation. It works out in every way possible when it comes to both teams. And Jerry Jones gets Sanders, and, I'm sure Deion's going to be very happy to have his son playing in Dallas after obviously he played there himself. So it's almost to a point where this would work out so perfectly. But it comes down to obviously getting the trade done. Now, me personally, I hope this never happens. Okay, I really do. I don't want the Browns to get better. I don't want the Browns to get a franchise quarterback. I don't want anything of this sort to happen. I like this. It's functional Browns. They're doing great. I think that they should keep doing what they're doing. Don't try to get better. Between the Steelers being dysfunctional now and the Browns remaining dysfunctional, I'm okay with those two things. I like that reality. Let me live in my blissful ignorance. I like that reality. All I need is the Ravens to go crazy and trade Lamar Jackson away, and then I'm really looking for it. Maybe they're like trade away Lamar and Cooper Kupp, and Cooper Rush becomes their franchise quarterback. I love that reality. Okay, let me live in that reality, but hey, we'll have to wait and see, man. Hopefully, the Browns do not make this trade happen, and everything is hunky-dory. Hopefully. Tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.